everybody? We are live with Mondays in Exandria, Adventure in Iman, Episode 8, Temptations, which really just, I don't know why, I didn't even think of this before, but just now I thought of like those, like, was it like cat treats or dog treats? And they're called Temptations, and they just, anyways, never mind. We're in the Cultists lair, but I'll let the DM recap that. Let's go around and say who we are, who we'll be playing. I'll start with myself. I am playing Wendell Eustace Abernathy Lucius Rockwaddle Hossenpfeffer the Fourth of the Havisham Hossenpfeffers, who is a nobleman, slightly down on his luck, nobleman, warlock. And let's see, Igor, how you doing? Who are you playing?
Caught off guard tonight, Master. I didn't expect to go so soon. Was doing good. I have me cup of magic bean water. Always excited and ready to play.
Excellent. And of course we have Harlan Flipcloak.
Yes, I will be playing Harlan Flipcloak. And he is a hobgoblin soldier and scholar.
I like that. It's like an improvement on Gentleman and Scholar, but like, more bloodthirsty. I like it. Speaking of bloodthirsty, we've got Howl. We got Nuggetosaurus with us today. I don't know who's more bloodthirsty there, but
Yes. I'm Nuggetosaurus. I'm playing Howl, the shifter fighter who is at 5 hit points right now and is feeling a little rough and totally forgot that I have a second wind ability. So we're gonna see where that goes.
But now that you know, it's so great. You can get HP back sometimes.
Yes, I can.
All right, and of course, our last player, but certainly not least, the insane man himself, Travis Bowles, or is it Lamont?
Knowing is half the battle, Becky. Yes, I am at Travis Bowles. I'm playing Lamont Quinlan, who, like all my characters, started off as a bad Orson Welles impression and has now blossomed into an amnesiac murderer. So it's good times.
Great times. And I hope y'all are ready for more great times, because I'm going to throw you over to our Dungeon Master deception check.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mondays in Exandria. I'm excited because this is going to be fun. I was thinking about what we have ahead of us, and the title for today being Temptations is just perfect. Because this could be so much fun. It may be an absolute dud if the players do certain things. If they don't, it could be
worried.
Glorious. I'm a deception check. I'm your dungeon master tonight. I am excited to be here in the land of Exandria, Matt Mercer's favorite playground, which he is so graciously given us through his source book. And so we're going to see what's happening. Last week, our adventurers finally figured out that maybe something was going on in Abdar's Folly Inn.
Maybe.
Once they got there, Wendell flirted. Lamont and Harlan had an excursion in the bathroom, a very, very small bathroom, and everyone found the trapdoor that took them downstairs.
Yes.
First, they found a 3-way hallway going north, east, and west.
Mm-hmm.
They found the right way, but there was a locked door, and that locked door tempted Igor. It tempted Howl, and both of them paid the price with pain and suffering in the form of 1 level of exhaustion for both of them. So don't forget that, guys. 1 level of exhaustion.
Totally worth it.
Yep, it was. Not really. And then they followed their way down the long passageway to where they now know is called the Brass Bottom. It's the hideout of the place they've been looking for. Hal fouled a check to open the door quietly, and the stone door ground on the ground, making a lot of noise. And then 4 brass hand cultists decided to question their appearance there. It did not go so well for them. Currently, Igor is cleaning up a room full of ichor, goo, foulness, and a bucket of crap thrown from a bathroom by another cultist who snuck in during the fight. So far, no one else has come. The fighters are tired. They're covered in poo. And they're standing before a nondescript veil-covered statue, or at least it looks veil-covered. It's staring at them. in the silence of the hideout of the people they've been tracking. So what do you guys do?
Master, the store is almost clean. Turn around, I need to clean the bits off you.
Yes. Oh. And I will, let the cleaning commence.
It's so dirty.
Yes, well,
Harlan lines up
that's
behind
not
Wendell.
my intention. Yes.
Igor ignores him completely until Monster's done, and then he'll kind of turn around and be like, "Excuse me, Foster. I need to get to the floor below you."
No, you did form a queue, as is polite. Please take care about it.
What's the queue, Master?
It's when you form a line in order to receive a service.
It's a line part of the letter Q.
It's how the British people say I stood in line. I stood in a queue. I've been hanging out with too many British people. It's rubbing off on me.
You can see the confusion in Igor's face.
Yes, they're a very small ethnic minority here in Exandria, but...
So, should I clean him?
Yes, you stood in the queue.
Gets a little prestidigitation. Duster starts working on him. Excuse me, mister. Can you raise your arms for me, please? Stop laughing so much. You need to hold still, please.
Oh, he would not let me laughing.
Harlan is
Unless he is magically compelled to, he will not be laughing.
Okay. Alright, Igor will clean him, and then he'll continue to clean the floor, make sure it's spotless, there's no traces per master's orders.
Okay, as Igor's cleaning, we'll get a refresher of what the room looks like for everyone since it's been a week. The ceilings are low, barely 6 foot tall. If you're taller than 6 feet, you are hunched in this room. The same reason why Harlan missed one of his attacks with his greatsword as it struck the ceiling before it could slice someone through.
Igor's really hunched in because he's
Yes.
a hunchback.
More so than normal. The walls are covered with arcane schematics that glow golden in the light that's provided, torchlight or candlelight. There are bloody handprints, many bloody handprints across these schematics. The statue in the center of the room is of a nondescript humanoid covered by a veil. He is holding in his hand a rod that has jewels in it, and a hand out like this holding a cogwheel, which looks to be the same as the cogwheel backgrounds of the medallions you found. There's a door to your right and a door to your left. Both are heavy wooden doors. The one on the right is ajar, as that is where the man with the refuse pot came out before he threw it upon you. The door to the left is closed.
I'm guessing the door to the right is the loo.
I will attempt to discern the meaning of the runes.
Yeah.
Of the arcane schematics.
Yes.
Okay.
Igor will prestidigitate the bloody handprints off per the cleaning process too, if he can.
They do not come off when you prestidigitate.
The stains set in, Igor. It's too late.
Okay, so Harlan, if you're trying to figure out what I would need an Arcana check, Lamont, if you'd like to, I would take Tinkering or Arcana from you.
Can we help each other?
If you choose to go Arcana, yes, you can help each other. If you want to go with Tinkering, it's 2 separate rolls.
Let's
Well,
go
I'm
Arcana.
already cleaned. I mean, I could assist Harlan in his Arcana if Lamont wants to tinker.
Okay.
I do not want to tinker.
All right.
I would rather Arcana, though I love to tinker from time to time. Lamont is oblivious to the fact that he is covered in human filth and is fascinated by these runes.
They spark like flashes of memory in your mind, but it is difficult to discern what they mean. Harlan, why don't you go ahead and make an Arcana roll as well?
Okay.
Okay. Lamont's pointing some things out, and you're taking a look at it. You have no earthly idea what the schematics mean. They're strange. It's not a type of magic you're familiar with, but you can discern with that Arcana check, rolling 2 22s, that the blood seems to be interacting with the schematics. It's either an identification or it's some sort of enchantment, maybe a transmutation, but it's very difficult to tell. There is no inherent magic coming from the schematics, but you see something about this.
I think this is part of some blood ritual.
Crude.
Master, what's the blood ritual?
It's something plebeians do because they don't know what real magic is, Igor.
Master, what's a plebeian?
Well, the peasantry, Igor.
Oh,
Yes.
peasants, all no peasants.
Yes.
Idol of the British monarchy from the small ethnic minority. I'll have you. I'll just as an aside. I'll have you know, the British ethnic minority is now a small enclave of people south of Maquette.
Yes.
Do they have a flag?
They've claimed it. They had a flag.
Are the cultists that we killed in this room or in the hall outside it?
They're in the room, all around the statue. This is where you fought them.
We have enough gold cloaks for everyone now, if you wish to.
Well, they're not in very good shape.
Well,
They've been
little feather duster.
they've been rent, torn, sliced, defecated on.
What about that one that I just force blasted?
There might. Okay, let me see.
We only needed one more, so because I had 4, so we can get one from here. We could all have gold cloaks.
Okay, Cthulhu rules. I was seeing what sort of percentage. I rolled a 2.
That's pretty
There's
good.
one that's pretty good. Shame.
So there are 2 that are really good somehow.
Yes. Well,
2.
we could distribute these 6 cloaks amongst the 5 of us and try to blend in.
And I don't even register that or hear you. I can't remember if I was already wearing one either. But can I pick up the guy that I ran through by his hair and open his neck against the wall and rub it all around?
How about
the
that for blood
blueprints?
magic?
So.
Okay. All right. So you're going to raise the guy, the
His
dead
magic.
man. You're going to
Cut his
slice his
neck.
neck open.
And just smush him like a rag against just by the back of the neck like this. I got him. And I'm like,
When you cut his neck, everyone else kind of gruesome for a bit. You slice his neck, and a bit of blood kind of oozes out of it because you're dealing with gravity now, not blood
it's not
pressure.
pumping anymore.
And there's only so much in the brain that
if
there's
you-
just a bit of blood there. Most of it's pooling towards his leg, like it's sinking down in his
might
body.
have to turn him upside down. Gravity's
Really-
kicked in.
yeah, I'm really disappointed. This was supposed to be like a big jet of blood shooting out of this
Well,
guy.
you have to get them alive for that. See, this is why it's peasant magic, blood magic. You see, they don't really understand how gravity works.
And you do.
Wishful
Yes,
thinking on my
I'm a
part.
very intelligent man.
I think I definitely believe that's true.
Yes, I have enough charisma to make you think that I'm intelligent. I have enough charisma to convince you that I have any positive modifier in that stat, which I do not.
While you guys are taking a look at this and watching the sight of Howl, it's not a
I
Howl, of Lamont.
definitely mage handed a cloak on him, just dink while he was
Okay.
doing that. So we're all.
I want to check in with Howl. You're not having a very good day.
No. So Howl is probably crouched down against the wall, hands on her knees, bleeding profusely from several spots.
When you went to
Looking
sit up
pretty
against the wall, did you put your hand up against the wall and then sat back to
Oh
kind of
yeah,
yourself?
with 5 health. Oh yeah.
Okay, so see, while none of you are watching, Howl places a bloody handprint along one of the arcane
Cursed now.
schematics that cross the wall. There is a bit of a like you. It's hard. Give me a perception. I want to see
Okay.
how you feel.
Everybody?
No, just how.
Just
okay.
how. You feel cursed.
6.
Okay, you don't notice when you do this,
No.
but there is a very, very light flash of light that you do see because of the dimness of the room as you sit back. But you don't know if that's just,
Stars.
stars in your eyes because your blood loss or whatnot. But, you don't feel anything else.
Do we witness this flash?
Perceptions, if you wish. You guys are all at disadvantage because you're all this is when you're checking out the schematics on the other wall.
Okay.
Would this be considered a short rest?
I don't know. How long do you guys plan to stay in the first room of this hideout?
13 at disadvantage.
13 at
Well,
disadvantage?
I mean, I was about to start IDing this wand if we're just staying here.
You already ID'd it. It's a wand of secrets.
Secrets.
Yeah, wand of secret. The one from the room before?
Mhm.
It's in my boot.
I thought that there was a wand on this
Oh,
side.
there was. That's right.
Well,
A carving of a wand.
Oh.
Oh,
It's a carving.
but there are jewels in it.
Oh. Well.
So, okay,
If there's
so
jewels in it.
at disadvantage, 13 for Wendell
Yes.
on perception and a 12 from Harlan. I will say that you guys might have noticed a bit of a backlighting to Howl as she
Well,
sat down.
She is angelic.
Right, but it's not bright enough to really make
More like
it.
demonic.
It could
Well,
be.
To each
It could
their
be
own.
just a
It's just her radiance, her natural
Yeah.
radiance. It's a healthy glow.
Nothing to really stand out too much.
You said there's jewels in this statue? Like could pry them out with a dagger? Kind of jewels?
Well, I don't know. You can attempt. There are jewels there. No one's really looked at it.
I mean, I'd like to maybe see if
We're
they're
still
magical
checking on
first.
Howl real quick.
Yeah, okay, cool. Hell.
So you've leaned yourself up against the wall. You've had a lot of blood loss. You're taking a quick nap?
I'm gonna just take a minute, take a deep breath, and as I suck in second wind.
Okay. All right. Get yourself some health.
So what is it? It's a D10 plus
Plus your fighter level.
fighter. Okay, so. Yeah, so 6.
All right. So 6 health back. Bringing you up to 11.
Yep. And then I'm just gonna kind of rest my eyes while they're all doing stuff because I hurt.
Okay. So back to Harlan and Lamont. Igor, what are you doing, Igor? While everyone, are you still cleaning?
I figured it'd take a little while to be cleaning everything, so he'd just busy himself with that while you guys are going.
Okay. You do notice while you're cleaning, there is a line of scat, basically heading into that room to the right.
Igor's going to follow it, cleaning that line of scat as he goes, like hunched down on the ground, sweeping, and just follow the line, head down, like
Okay.
cartoon style.
All right. So you actually go through that door. It opens easily. It was already open. It wasn't locked. It's just a small room, about 10 foot by 5 foot. It looks to be a storage room, and there's several chamber pots in here.
Ugh.
It might be a privy.
But Igor doesn't know what a preview is. Master, I found the crapper.
Good job, Igor. I'll leave it to you to find the shit.
All right, so
Igor will be very proud. Like, keep cleaning up all the way to the pots, the chamber pots.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So Harlan and Lamont, you're still at the wall. Lamont is rubbing a corpse up against the wall, trying to get blood on the schematics.
But it doesn't work, which really pisses me off. And I just drop the guy like a sack of potatoes, and I'm sort of just like looking around the room again. Can I inspect the statue? Just kind of pace the room a little bit and look around and
Sure. You notice that
for a
Wendell
sec.
is staring at the statue right now as well.
all right, can I investigate the statue?
Sure.
Is the amulet removable?
I don't know. Give me an investigation.
Natural one.
You're still kind of the anger you feel at not solving the problem with the corpse and the wall is just clouding your vision.
Goodness.
Yeah. It's hard to focus on it. You make a passing grab at the amulet, nothing, it doesn't move. You don't even pay attention to the bejeweled scepter in this thing's hand. The room is just a room.
It's great. You ever be in the room with a guy who is getting really pissed off but not saying anything? Like you can feel it.
It's radiating off of you right now.
Yeah. Just feel me getting like mad as shit that my corpse idea didn't work. And then I guess it's how many handprints would you say are on the wall?
Well, with that investigation check, you'd say a lot.
Okay. I just think he's just too pissed to think for at least a round, I think.
Less than 50, more than 10?
Okay.
Somebody might have been using two hands, you don't know.
Can I cut my hand and bloody it and put it on the wall?
Sure you can.
Do it.
You get a curse, and you get a curse.
Give me a perception. Like, this is an internal perception of like, do you notice what's happening?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Two games
Okay.
in a row where I've tried to do this.
There is another kind of like flash of light. Very, very dull. Pretty much everyone can see this because Lamont's making a scene. Hal probably doesn't.
I'm ignoring him completely.
Okay. Lamont, you feel a release of energy into your body. It's very light. It doesn't change anything. You don't feel discombobulated. You don't feel fuzzy or anything. You just feel a bit of an energy, like a little, not so much a static shock because it's not like piercing. It's just like a dull release of energy into you.
Can I roll perception?
Sure.
Lamont, do you feel aroused?
You feel some kind of release.
You saw the light, Harlan, again.
Oh, okay.
Same as you saw with Howl.
Oh, but I didn't see where it was coming from.
No, you saw like this time you're over there with Lamont and you saw when he placed his hand on there, that's when the light released. Just a quick glow through the circuitry.
I'm over there with him? Oh man, okay. I wouldn't have tried to stop him from doing that. I would have been like, nope, never mind. I would have thought about trying to stop him, but then he's like, oh wait, he's crazy.
He's crazy. He's crazy and angry. Let's just let him do what he wants.
So yeah, I just watch him do it, and I'm like, why did you do that?
No, it's bloody handprints all over. I figured blood activates this. Something familiar about it, but I don't know how to read it. I like rub my hands together and put both hands on the wall. I just like plant my feet, put both hands on there.
Nothing happens.
Which only angers me further.
But with your previous perception check, as you felt the energy and it released into you and you pulled your hand away, the bloody handprint that you left on the wall is immediately dried and looks exactly like the rest of them.
It's weird.
Now for another episode of How to Be Cursed.
Lamont.
Yeah. Yes.
Have you ever tried meditation?
Like sleeping? No, I know what meditation is. No, I haven't tried meditation.
Perhaps you should take it up.
All right. Well, it's I don't mean to get so upset. It's just that this makes, it's just familiar enough to me and makes just enough sense to me, but I don't know what it means, and that really pisses me off because I'm this close to it. But we're apparently in the brass butthole, whatever we're supposed to be in, and so I think we need to investigate the rest of this place, and I'm going to get some answers today. I'm going to find out what they do with this wall. Why would they just bloody their hands and put it on the wall and get a little tickle and then go do whatever they do? You know, there's something happening in here, I don't know what it is.
Well, when our friend Howl is finished recuperating, perhaps we can move forward.
Walk back over to that dead guy and be like, how about it, Skippy? What are you doing here? You fuck. What are you doing here with your hands?
As Lamont's final vestiges of sanity slip away, as if this was the Call of Cthulhu game and he just lost 25 sanity on a single roll, we go to Wendell, who has been investigating
Yes.
the stone scepter held by this faceless humanoid
Yes.
statue.
Yes.
You find that it is encrusted with 6 large rubies
Mm-hmm.
and 4 diamonds.
Is the scepter removable?
With your investigation check, no.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's removable. It looks like it was made part of the statue,
Okay.
but the gems are set in it.
Are they magical?
Give me an Arcana check.
Go proficiency 17.
With a combination of your investigation and the Arcana, you feel like it might be dangerous to remove these.
I will sigh wistfully and leave them here, though it pains me to do so.
Okay.
I'll make a mental note in case I ever get super powerful instead of just really powerful and can come back and just...
Fair enough.
Yes.
Did you find anything?
No, just looking at this statue, it might be cursed, who knows, but...
Curses, you say?
Well, I'm just more of an inkling. I mean, faceless statue like that, people worshipping it, generally how that thing goes. But we should probably continue onwards. Or we could really infuriate the DM and stay in the first room of the dungeon for an entire 2-hour session.
Yes.
Never got out of the first room.
We're very good at entertaining ourselves.
Igor must know the details of every single chamber pot, nook, and cranny in this bar.
All right. No, there are 4 chamber pots. The first is a dented brass one. The second actually has a name.
The dented one, it looks like somebody was pinching it too hard. They had to hold on.
Might have been. One is greener than the others, and one has the smell of elderberries.
Oh man, gotta get
Igor investigates the elderberry ones. He's like, how does it smell so good?
Just don't know. Along the far wall is a rack of cleaning supplies, several brooms,
Stock up, Igor, if you need
a
anything.
rake,
Steal it from the
and
cultists.
a collection of a few weapons.
Oh, what kind of weapons?
Simple short swords.
Igor's going to ignore the short swords and grab the broom and the rake.
Okay.
Strap those on his back.
All right. Those are +10 as a +10 broom of brooming, and a +7 rake of vegetation.
Dirt can't repel sweeping of that magnitude.
Just kidding. All right. So you're all back in the first room now. Still, as we were last week.
Yes.
There is only one unopened door here.
Oh, is
There's
there?
a pathway out
sure?
to the south.
I don't
there
think
is
we've
the
looked
door
I don't
eagle.
think we've looked thoroughly enough into this one.
Okay.
No.
Please investigate again.
No, let's go look at this other door over here.
Hey.
I'll wake Howl.
Okay. I'm going to say you guys spent at least 30 minutes investigating everything out of this room.
Yes.
And temper tantrum stomping around with Lamont. Yes, thank you. Tongue twister. How you can have a short rest.
Thank you.
Harlan's casting detect magic on.
Isn't it just a?
Let's see. Within 30 feet of you, you notice that there is something magic below you. Sense magic action is faint aura around any visible. Okay, it's something you can see. I'll just say you sense a feeling of magic below you, but cannot tell anything from it. You see that there is magic along the scepter of the statue. And the school of magic would be enchantment. And that's it.
Yes. Okay. Enchantment staff. Or an enchantment trap.
Quite possible.
Igor, grab the staff.
Igor comes out of the bathroom, holds the broom, and what's
No, man, I'm not actually saying it. I'm not like that. I'm just.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt Igor now.
No. I'm not. That's Wendell's job.
You know, you're so right. That's the problem.
I'm gonna head over to the door though and make sure there's no like magical traps in the door.
Most of the bathroom is all clean.
Excellent job, Igor.
Is there anything else you need me to clean?
Nope, I think we're off cleaning duty for right now, unless, I mean, we're going to give a thorough... He thinks about his words. He was going to say a thorough sweep of the place, but he knows Igor will take it literally. He goes, a thorough look through to make sure we have found and eradicated all cultists.
There's nothing but full and empty chamber pots in there, but I did get us the broom and the rake.
I'm so proud. Yes, restock anything you need from the cultist cleaning supplies. That way we don't have to purchase our own.
Yes, most of it. Right away.
Very efficient.
Igor's gonna go back into the bathroom.
Very
and grab some
frugal.
cleaning supplies.
Quick question about this: is everyone wearing a golden robe right now?
Igor's not unless Master puts
Master
one on.
would put one on. He'd be like, put this on.
We have to wear golden robes.
I know they're terrible. They're not for either of our complexions, but it'll help us to blend in, hopefully.
Right. Well.
This is the finest bit of clothing I've ever had.
It's
I
really
treasure
not.
it always.
Your tuxedo was much nicer, but then you puked on it, so...
I'm a cultist.
Yes. Excellent. Bravo.
All right. So Wendell, are you heading up this costuming?
Yes. Yes, I shall.
Give me I don't know. Do you don't have a disguise kit?
I do not.
Okay.
I am
how about
proficient in dragon chess, though.
Oh, okay. That's not going to be helpful
No,
here.
it's
So let's
not.
try a performance check, or
Sure.
if you just want to give me, you can negotiate a roll here if you think that you
We
can
could
use
just
it.
go for straight charisma, or I mean, performance.
You're going to
is fine.
smile the costumes onto everyone.
No, I'll do a performance. It's about
Force
the
of
same.
will.
Yes. Force of will would probably be wisdom, which is the same as my performance. So let's just.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
What is it?
It's a 14.
14. Okay, no, that's not bad.
It's
That's
not
not bad.
but it's not great.
Okay,
It's
all right.
fairly middling.
All right. That's fine.
Just
Keep that in mind.
It's above the average peasant's passive perception.
Is it dark in here?
It is lit by candles in alcoves
Yes.
along the walls.
Creepy cultish candles.
Yes.
So we're about to be in a dark candlelit.
We are a dark candlelit cultist
Low
hideout.
ceiling, dank, smelly, candlelit.
Crouching.
So I refuse the cloak and look at Wendell and be like, look, y'all get dressed up, y'all take point, and I'm gonna go out in front a little bit, and then I'll hang back.
If you go out in front and if they see you, they'll know we're not really cultists.
They will not see me.
All right, if they see you, you owe me 5 gold for my inconvenience.
I second that. I get 5 gold too.
It's a fairly cheap price, I would say.
Well, Wendell he knows Lamont doesn't have any money, so.
So, I believe that you can be sneaky enough. I will put 5 gold into that pot.
Okay. Just write all this down and let me know what I owe you.
All right.
What I'm saying is, I'm gonna stick my head through this door real quick and see what's going on out here. and then y'all take point, and then you talk to him. Oh yeah, we're new recruits. How does the blood magic work? And then I walk up behind him and I stab them right in the back.
Unless they're actually telling us how the blood magic works, that you're just so desperate to find out.
Oh yeah, if they tell you, make sure I don't murder them first. So I'll just like give me the high sign, like rub the side of your nose, like you're scratching your nose. If you don't want me to kill somebody.
Right, alright.
Constantly be doing this.
Yes. Alright. Just remember that signal you gave us.
Can I stick my head gently? I'm like gonna just peek, like slowly open the door and just kind of look through the crack and see what's going on outside this. This is the left door, because the right door is the shit house?
Yes, the right door is the shit house.
You open the door, and you see a trap door on the floor to your right, and the rest of the room are just shelves with books on them.
They escaped out that way a long time ago.
Is there another door in this room, or is it just its own room?
It is a small room, not much bigger than the privy. There's a trap door on the right-hand side on the floor. It looks well used. On the right-hand side are shelves full of books.
Books, you say?
Yes.
Yes, books. I'm rather partial of a good book.
When we say trap door, we mean like a trap, like it could hurt me, or like people go down there and
more of a figure of speech. It's a shutter. It's a doorway to a portal on the floor. It's a floor door.
It's a floor door. It's a door on the floor.
There you go.
On the floor.
So
we have to take the ring to floor door. Sorry.
And the rest is just books. Can I? Oh boy, we got a giggle snort, everybody. Write that one down. Write down one giggle snort. I don't see a check for traps on here.
Are there any halflings in here?
I just go into the room.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm like this.
You got me with that one. All right, so you're checking for traps. That would just be a sleight of thieves' tools. Just could be a thieves' tools or a sleight of hand check.
That I can do.
All right. You look at the floor door, and you don't see any traps whatsoever. It's well used. Looks like it opens and closes normally.
All right. Can I investigate the room?
Sure. Give me an investigation check. Are the rest of you coming in?
Yes, bookshelves. Harlan and I saw bookshelves.
That is a natural 20. Yeah, you look, and this is the shelves are not well made. They look like they're well used, though. There are many books on here. The books are history books, finance books. Some
I'll take those.
Some are some look like they might be treatises on tinkering and construction of mechanical objects and constructs of many different types. There's also a few propaganda, brass hand propaganda pamphlets.
Oh, I'll take one of those just so I can, not that I'm trying to make propaganda pamphlets or anything, but, if one was, they could maybe get ideas.
Use it as a guide.
Yes!
Those are very poorly made.
Oh. I
might
keep one as a guide on what not to do.
They might be rough drafts.
Oh. And I definitely take a finance book or two, because, it can't hurt to have second opinions.
Also, with an investigation of 22, you can tell that this door is not trapped. It is not locked. And it looks like the floor door leads to it possibly, there looks like a ladder that terminates there. So if you opened up the trap door, you could climb down to a room below.
I'm going to take the most interesting looking volume on magical, mechanical, arcane thingies.
This is a more recent book. It's a treatise on the study of Mechanical Workings by oh damn, I can't believe I just forgot the name. I should be shot.
Mr. Boondiggle?
James Patterson. Always James Patterson.
See if I can get it right. Here we go. By Percival Frederiksson von Musil-Kowalski de Rollo III.
Oh, I was going to write that down, but never mind.
I will copy it over. I want to make sure I get it all right.
Yes,
and
obviously.
Excellent. It is a newer book. It is well made. It is gilded. It is heavy.
Ah, yes, a nobleman must have written that book. You can tell by the amount of names that they have.
Yes.
Can I'm not carrying a rucksack or anything because I've got like a cloak. Can I affix it to my?
I figure you probably have some rope about you. You could probably affix a rope around the book and then tie it to your belt.
Yeah.
Or like one of the book strap holder things. Book holders.
Yeah.
What's everyone else doing?
Yeah.
While Lamont is fully inspecting this small room.
Harlan looks over to Howl and says, "Are there any volumes on this shelf that pique your interest?"
I don't really know how to read, so...
I'm not,
All right.
I could say something really awful here, but I'm not going to.
No, he actually says, I apologize. I didn't mean anything by that.
No, that's fine. Doesn't bother me any.
We can continue now. He just kind of looks at the shelf oddly, as everyone seems to have found a book. And there's definitely books that interest me on that shelf.
There are no books of magic on the shelf. There are several books of histories of the Council of tal'dorei, of Amon and the country of tal'dorei.
Igor.
If you're interested in those.
Igor, do you know how to read?
I mean, Master taught me some simple ABCs, but
Yes, you should be able to recognize your name.
it's about it. If it has me name in it, I can read me name. Maybe the occasional single word letters things.
You know what dry cleaners?
Do you see your name on the books on the shelf?
Igor's gonna. He's like looking at it, squinting, and you can see like the gears turning. They're kind of getting a little stuck a little bit. Okay, they clean through, and then he's like, "Oh,
Don't work too hard."
And it's like 10 different books. Just picking and choosing. Oh, they have me name. What does it mean? How do they know me?
Okay, so
This is what I
guess
deal with.
this is what I worried about. We should perhaps leave these tomes here.
Well, maybe I should keep them. I mean, it does have me name.
It doesn't have your name, Igor. The letters have to be next to each other, remember? In a line.
Most
You could say they could be
in a line.
like directly next to each other. There's other letters in between. Because there can't be any letters in between.
Igor pauses at that. He kind of looks at the books, and he's going to actually start grabbing the books that have the letters and rearranging them to spell out Igor in a line.
Why are you being so weird about these books, Harlan?
Is my detect magic still going? I would find it rare that there are are tomes that interest us all in the same shelf.
I've never seen.
Perhaps they have an extraordinarily diverse collection.
I've never seen my name on books before. Does this mean I'm famous, Master?
No, Igor.
I'm gonna hop down the trapdoor.
Okay, great. All right, so you open the trapdoor. It opens quietly, doesn't squeak. It looks like it's well oiled and used. It's a ladder down through. It looks about a 3 foot, like 3 feet of this space is the floor. It looks like it's stone carved out of the rock. And then the ladder opens up into a room below that's lit by candles. There's a bit of smoke down there. It's thick with it, but it's very pale and light. And so when you drop down, you find yourself in a small room. 2 doors on either side of you, one going east, one going west.
I'm gonna listen momentarily and see if I can hear sounds from either side.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Disadvantage. 6.
Well, it's muffled, but you do hear the sounds of people to the east of you.
I'm gonna go west then.
Okay. You open the door to the west. And here you find what looks to be a bedchamber. Bunk
Okay.
beds,
Oh.
storage chests, and a man with his with his pants between his ankles, like he's getting changed. There's a gold robe laid out on the bed, and a mask sitting on top of it, and it looks like he's changing, and he hasn't noticed you yet.
Pull out my sword and just.
Okay. Go ahead
gonna ask
and
him
roll
questions.
me an attack.
He literally caught him with his pants down. He's just like, I'm gonna attack this man.
10. He's not wearing armor.
He is not wearing armor.
Vulnerable.
I have to double check and see what. Okay, because without his armor, the little bit he has, I need to see what his base
I was
stats
not
are.
surprised. I'm just saying.
Well, that is true. It is a surprise attack, so it's 16. That's a hit. Never gonna
Okay.
worry about it. I'm sorry. You do have that surprise. Go ahead and roll
Was not
damage.
Ooh.
You strike him across the back, laying his back open. It splits, blood pours down, and he screams in pain.
God damn it.
I need everyone to roll
Quietly.
initiative for me, please.
What was that?
I believe that Howl has gone full Lamont, which is to say murder hobo.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's dreadful.
I'm like cussing under my breath that Howl went first as I'm like finishing
Yeah,
tying
Lamont
this
with a
heavy
natural 20, so he's going first.
I like
Harlan
jumping down
Flip
with
Cloak with a 7.
I got a 10.
9 for Howl. You say 10 for
Yes.
Wendell?
We've got 9, 10, 11.
A 23, an 11, a 10, 9, 7.
Is initiative considered an ability check? Would I have disadvantage?
I'm not going to make you worry about that. No.
Okay.
Yeah, you're already low enough on the.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, so Harlan, Howl, Wendell, Igor. Okay, Lamont. Downstairs, you hear, you see Howl jump down the trapdoor, and then in a moment, you hear a man scream out in pain.
Uh-oh.
What would you like to do?
It's like just totally cussed under my breath as I finished tying this book and jumped down. Like I said, I was going first. Just because I'm tying a 20-pound book to my belt doesn't mean I don't want to go first. Damn it! Like jump down the hole,
Okay.
sword, and like check out. I'm like look to the east door and see what she did without going in.
Okay. You look to the east door, it is closed. You look to the west door and it is open, and Howl is standing in it with her sword drawn. There is blood dripping off of it.
Right. Okay. So she went west. So I confirm that she did that, and it's just like a bed chamber in there. I draw my swords and face the east door.
You face the east door. Okay, great. All right.
Any minute now, we're gonna have a wall of cultists up our ass.
Igor. it is your turn.
Igor will kind of stay near Master, not sure about what he should be doing right now, so he's gonna hold his action and be ready to defend Master and his friends in case something weird happens.
Okay,
Something
great.
weird's already happened.
And Wendell.
Well, Howl's injured a man, obviously. Nothing new. I suppose I shall climb down this trapdoor
Okay,
and see if he's
That-
dead yet.
that'll take most of your movement.
That's fine.
You reach the bottom.
Yes.
The smoke that hangs in the air is acrid to you.
Ugh.
It's tough to breathe. You take 1 point of poison damage.
Put my-
Lamont, Howl,
my
you are not
handkerchief
taking
up to
poison.
my face.
Master, why is there some stuff in the air?
It smells awful down here, Igor.
Well,
It does not smell like anything. It's just acrid.
it burns.
It burns your throat, but
Yes.
there is no smell.
Ugh.
So, Master, it's like one of me farts down there.
Yes, well, less horrendous, but equally painful. And he's still, and the guy is still alive.
Yes.
I'm amazed. I'm like, sir, good day, sir. Could you please just tell the crazy man over there everything you know about peasant blood magic, please?
Okay, so the man whose back is flayed open,
Yes.
who
Good
who
sir.
has his shorts
if you could
between his
if you could be
ankles.
so kind, I will attempt to have this woman not murder you.
Okay, are you? Is that a persuasion or is that
Yes.
an intimidation?
No, I don't actually think I have any like oomph to back up with here.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
You're
not
just asking
responsible.
nicely.
I'm asking politely. I said
Okay.
I'd attempt to persuade. So.
You still have an attack action if you wish, but
Just-
now the room is full. Lamont facing the door and you at the bottom of the stairs. Howl in the other room. There is no room to come down the ladder.
I got a 16.
Okay, 16 hits. Roll your damage.
No, for persuasion.
Oh, for persuasion. Oh, you are persuading him. Okay.
Yes.
All right. He's in pain, so
Yes.
That's kind of like persuasion.
it's
Depends on what you like.
I think
Okay.
true.
y-
He's a
y-
cultist.
he's cringing in pain. We'll see what happens on his turn.
All right.
Howl. It's back to you.
So it wasn't my intention to kill him outright,
Mm-hmm.
thankfully. So I'm gonna like tackle him to the ground, and I want to like put my knee on his throat so he can't make any more noises.
Okay.
What are you
All
supposed
right.
to tell us?
Give me an athletics check.
Disadvantage.
Well, yeah, it's a check. So
Fuck!
That one.
he's bleeding profusely from his back. So when you
He's
grab
slippery.
him to tackle him, he slips right through your arms and you slide over his back into the bed. You are now prone, face down on the bed. He's standing up behind you.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna pop up. That
That's
was
your
my
action.
action, right?
And that's half of your movement.
All right, I'll use the other half of my movement to block his way out of the room.
Okay. I find that very entertaining. You slide off of him into the bed, bounce back up, and stand in the door.
Goalie. Cultist
All right.
goalie.
Harlan, you're at the top of the stairs looking down. There does not seem to be room for you down
It's
there.
very crowded. Very acrid.
You and Igor are looking down at the ladder.
Is there more headroom down there?
There'll be more room in a second, I have a
No, it's
feeling.
low ceilings.
Damn.
Sorry.
Well, if you need my help, I'll be up here.
Duly noted.
Okay.
I'll
Would we keep it down? They're in the other room.
a firebolt if some enemy comes in my limited sight.
Fair enough. Okay. It is now the turn of the bleeding man on the ground. He turns around like, what the hell are you doing here? He just kind of
Please.
like pulls his pants up and sits down on the bed like, what are you,
Just
what
tell
is,
him everything you know about
what is good?
cultish magic.
I don't.
technology, cult in
what?
general. Yes,
I'm just.
we have a room
He's
here.
just stuttering. He's losing blood. His face is pale.
Yes.
It's pallid.
Yes, well, you're not dead yet, so I feel like you should really just be giving us actual information. They're very short-tempered.
I don't know anything. I'm just no. I no.
You don't know anything yet. You're here pantsless in an adjacent room in a cultish hideout. I sincerely doubt that.
Remember, we're dressed as cultists right
Yes.
now.
So
Yes.
sure.
I'm a cultist. I would know.
I don't understand. Why are you at? Is this is a really
This
messed up
this is a-
initiation?
yes,
Who's the
this
guy
is
in
a-
the black over there?
This
What is
a
going
hazing
on here?
ritual.
Man, I hardly hit you and you're bitching this hard. Maybe you shouldn't be one of us.
You did open his back up from shoulder
Yeah.
to hip.
Shh.
It's
only
like-
4 damage.
it's only
He's
4
fine.
damage. It's fine.
It's half of his
If
health.
I had to numerically
He's fine.
guesstimate this,
Okay, so he's having a hard time.
I'm going to lean
focusing.
over and I'm going to Howl. I think he's new. We should
Very.
probably just kill him.
And at the top of the initiative order,
Hold on.
we hear the clamor of weapons coming from the
There.
door that Lamont faces.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Lamont, it's your turn.
So we hear the clamor of weapons coming from the other door.
Yes,
So
chairs have been pushed back. People are standing up. Weapons have been drawn. They just have not made it through the door yet.
okay, I like turn over my shoulder and go. Y'all might want to get up and draw because this is about to heat up. And can I roll a stealth check and stealthily open the door?
They're right on the other side, though.
It might.
They're
be-
all looking at the door right now, though.
Probably.
Yeah, I would think so. You could certainly try. I'm not going to stop you.
If you fail, you owe me 5 gold. I'm just reminding you.
And where is Harlan in proximity to me?
Upstairs.
I'm upstairs.
He hasn't come down the ladder yet.
There's not
Like,
enough room because we haven't been able to all get down here yet.
But I am looking down from the top
He
with a
is.
fireball ready. I don't know how much that'll help. Maybe you can drag someone into the queue or something.
Lure them in.
Man, I don't know what to do. Can I like?
It's only 5 gold. Just open the door. It's fine.
I'm just gonna open the door
Just-
and with my swords drawn and see what I see. See if there's 20 of them or 2 of them or what. They know we're here. What difference does it make?
Well,
Okay.
they knew
So,
someone's here.
I'll give
We're
you a free
cultists.
action to open the door.
Kick.
You don't get a very good look at what's in the room, but you see 3 people standing in front of the doorway, swords drawn, ready to attack.
Help!
Hi.
This mongrel's invaded us.
Ha!
I'm here for the 5 o'clock free cult giveaway.
He did have a pamphlet.
Yeah, I got a thing. Somebody said I could do some blood magic, be in a cult. It's kind of fun. I'm pretty lonely, so I like groups.
Your weapons are drawn. You're all in black.
Well, I mean,
I'm
it's
in a gold cloak.
at my side. Oh no, I'm about to screw all of this up.
You're about to owe me
Becky
5
blew my
gold.
cover, so
Shit.
I get to alert the cultists too.
I still claim the 5 gold. I'm gonna harass you for this. You're
The
going
one
to my
in the
ledger.
back of the 3 cultists standing in the doorway, there's 2 in the front row and 1 in the back. The one in the back seems to be like, oh, yeah, that's how I got in here. I just came in for, free cult Sundays. And,
Right?
yeah, exactly. The 2 in the front. Uh-oh. You okay, Becky?
Yep.
Okay. The 2 in the front look at the how the cloaks are being worn, how the gold cloaks are being worn by the others in the rooms. They see the bloody sword in Howl's hand and the cowering man on the couch. They don't seem to be taking the discussion very seriously. They look like they're ready to attack you.
Okay, so that was my free action,
Mhm.
right? I
Yep,
see
I'll
them.
let you talk a little bit.
I want to roll intimidation, and I want to look over my. I see them looking past me, and I look that way, and I look back at them. Be like, all right, fine. I am death, And I am here. You've been waiting for me. Well, I'm here. Now you guys are going to tell me why you're putting blood all over the walls up there. You're going to tell me what in the hell you're doing down here. Or I will run you through.
Okay, roll an intimidate.
Sorry, I forgot to do that. I was into
That's okay.
It was okay. It was an okay monologue. I feel okay.
It's fine. Oh, that's really, really good.
Thank you.
Really
They're
good.
pissed terrified of
24.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all you do?
I'm 2 days from retirement anyways.
Tell me how your magic works, or I will murder you now.
Okay. It's not their turn yet, so they can't reply. So,
Right.
Is that how you end it?
Yes.
Okay, it's their turn now. Just so happens they rolled up right behind you. They all three take a step back, just like, okay, this is hey.
I'm just tapping my bed and like, he's crazy.
Look, this is just sort of like a part-time thing for us, and it's not something you really ascribe to. What were you asking about? It's just we just leave because we don't.
Don't test his
The magic.
patience. He's
The
insane.
magic.
What magic?
They're clearly. What magic? Have you been upstairs? What do you do down here? Play pinochle? What in the hell do they do in
Well,
this?
no, we were playing dragon chess. You look over, there's a nicely carved table, made table, and there's dragon chess.
How expensive do
little-
the dragon chess pieces look?
They look custom made. They're all brass pieces.
Yes, I'll have to
very bright.
swipe those. Yes.
It's actually nice.
Nice.
It's a very nice set.
Good.
Um,
You should go for a pretty penny at the pawn shop.
it looks like the darker colored set is winning currently.
Mm.
It's like we were just playing dragon chess, and it's just our turn to be on site. We've kind of had a bit of a membership drain recently with had a lot of people leave or die. You weren't the ones doing all the killing, were you?
We can neither confirm nor deny
Ah, shit! I
any
knew it was them.
involvement
Come
with
on.
murders.
Look, what do we do? Like, we don't want to be
Leave or
here.
die.
Okay, you said you want to know about the magic. Now you say you want us to leave or die. Well, could you make
No,
up your mind? It's really
I wanna-
confusing down here,
he
man.
just wants to know.
It's the magic. What do you know about the blood magic that is clearly being performed upstairs?
All right,
What
the
is
one in the back's like, no, it's really just sort of like you see the smoke in the air. It's
Yes.
just yeah. See, you're not coughing. Did you put a bloody print on the circuit?
Maybe.
Ah, you're inoculated to it. It's
So
sort of like it's a really cheap, crappy way of trying to keep people from sneaking in. But it doesn't really do anything. You have to like stand here for like an hour for it to do anything, really.
I am disappointed.
And Wendell's just muttering peasant magic.
But can we go now? We answered your question. We just want to.
Where is the High Tinkerer?
We don't know. I take it. They have nothing to do with us. I mean, not us in particular. We're just the peons, man. We
Who's
just
the highest ranking authority figure here?
Oh.
Yeah. What he said.
Oh. And one of the other ones is like, it'll be the brass fist.
Ah.
He's downstairs. He's down there though in his little pleasure room.
Paddlebar?
His
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Well, we just call him the brass fist, but yeah, that's Boondoggle.
Excuse me, you're saying that the fist is in his pleasure room? I'm
That is
just
what he
making
said.
sure I heard this
I
correctly.
didn't plan that one out as well as I'd like to have.
How many people are guarding the fist in his pleasure room right now?
He doesn't let us go down there. It's kind of like his
Well,
entire that's
He
his
is the
floor.
fist.
So it's just the three of you guys playing chess up here, watching the place.
Well, and Josie, that you guys cut his back open. He
Josie's
was
been-
coming on shift now, and well, I guess he's got to go home now. I don't. Oh, if he lives. See, that looks nasty. You all right, Josie?
He should probably go to a doctor. Quit your bitching. It was not that bad.
I mean, looks bad from here.
It's not that bad.
I can see his spine.
It's not that bad. I've had worse than that. Come on. God, y'all are fucking bitches.
Look, yeah, we'd like to go now, if that'd be okay. We told you about the magic, and we told you where the brass fist is.
Yes.
No one else is scheduled to come on shift. Actually, there's only like five more of us left in the entire cult now. Wait, you didn't? What about the guys upstairs? Are they okay?
They're fine. We gave them a kiss, sent them on their way.
They're all in
Drop
the
your weapons.
They're all the weapons drop.
Sit in those chairs.
You said we get out or die. We want to get out. I mean, could
No.
you really,
That
you're
is
really
what
being
it says
confusing,
a lot.
man.
No, we're not done in here. When we're done, you get to leave. We'll all walk out together. Sit in the chairs.
Maybe they can all just sit in that bedroom and then have.
Wanna
There you
go,
go. Yeah.
man.
We're walking. We're walking this way. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. This other cult member. We're cult members now. We're taking over the cult. Come on. We're walking in here.
This is a cult coup.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have them all go into the other room.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a rope? Is there any rope down here?
Give me an investigation check.
You can just lock the door.
It might be easier just slit all their throats. By the way.
Wendell, you take another point of poison damage.
I thought he said it took an hour.
Is everything all right down there?
I appear
Hey,
to
go
not
put
be
a-
inoculated against the poisonous acrid gas that's in the air, even though I'm
Before you
holding up my
go,
handkerchief.
Go put a bloody handprint on the wall.
I still think it's a curse. I don't know if I'm going to do
You
it
don't
or not.
find any rope anywhere in the room.
There's a
it's
sheet.
mainly-
There's a bed. There's sheets. You can do that's instant rope. Just
Yeah. They go. So presumably, do they go in the room?
Yeah, they're all in the room.
Excellent. I walk over to the stairs with Harlan and motion Harlan without saying his name.
All right, I'll walk down.
And then I want to go in the room, tie everybody up with ripped bed sheets, and gag them.
Okay, give me 4 dexterity checks.
2.
That's a 12, a 16, a 14, and a 15. Okay.
Beautiful. Very good at that.
All right.
All right. Now,
Is the air stinging my lungs?
As soon as you step down within the light mist, your mouth, you get the acrid taste. You take a point of damage.
And holding my handkerchief up had no effect.
No effect at all.
Ugh, disgusting. Ugh.
This mist inhabits everything on this floor.
I don't know if I can
You also
bring
notice when
myself-
you step down, when you came down the ladder, you stepped on another floor door or trap door. It looks like the ladder continues on.
I definitely take all the dragon chess pieces.
Okay.
Yes.
cool. So everybody's now in the room with the table with the chess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a very nice table there. The chess is being played on. There's several desks. It looks like this is a workroom in a way. The furniture looks like the same furniture you saw upstairs in the inn. It might have been stolen from there. It looks like one of the cultists was writing a letter to his wife on one of the tables. You skim through it. She doesn't know he's in a cult, and he's been on shift for a while, and decided to write her. There is a sign on the door. Like there's another door across the way heading east. There's a sign on that door that says construct training only.
Nice. That's piqued my curiosity. But I look at everybody going, all right, circle up everybody, team meeting. Here we go. The fist is downstairs in his pleasure room. Okay? We want this one alive. All right?
All right.
No disintegrations.
I'll do my best. I've so much untapped raw power and potential.
Okay.
No outlet.
I want to sneak down there.
Sneak down where?
Is there a door in the floor?
The floor door.
There is a floor door below. The ladder continues down, and there is a trap door that closes towards the ladder. so that it can be closed so you can keep people from going that way.
Why don't
No,
we
that's-
look around here first?
Because the pleasure room's probably down here.
Yeah,
Because you have
I
to
agree.
go down to get to the pleasure room.
Because I can have Boondoggle at the end of my sword in moments. That's why.
Wait,
Yeah, but there's also rooms over there that we haven't looked in. There could be like stuff.
Loot.
Fine.
Can I search for traps on the construct training room?
Okay, sure. Give me
you go. Go.
check for traps.
Go cut your hand. Only a little bit and then smear some
Sleight of
blood
hand.
on the peasant.
Absolutely, master.
Yes, go. It's peasant blood magic. Go do it.
You check with your skills to see if there's anything on the door. You don't see anything.
Cool. I open it.
Okay. You open the door. In this room is very plain. It is unadorned. And in the center of the room, fluttering like little scamps, are two brass winged imp-like creatures that screech and fly right at you to attack.
Oh shit.
I need you to roll initiative again.
Oh
please.
bloody hell.
Or you can take your old initiative if you wish.
I want my old initiative. I critted.
Okay. Let's just stay in the same initiative from before.
I'm okay with that.
Is that fine with everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a surprise attack by the two constructs because you just opened the door and they were waiting to attack anything that moved in. And so you have...
Stealthed into this room. Stealthed into the wrong room.
Nope. All right. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
All right. So they both just buffet around and bounce off your armor. They're fluttering around, screeching at you. They're about 3 feet tall with wings that are about 3 feet wide. They don't seem like they should be able to fly as metal, but they do. They make a lot of noise now, too.
Are these the same creatures we were fighting before?
No, those were flying simians. These
okay.
are just little imps.
Okay.
All right, so you're first, Lamont.
Can I attack one of them. I'm just gonna
Okay.
smash it.
Make your attack.
Yeah, let's do that. It's this.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
You bet, buddy.
All right. You swing out with your attack and you catch one of these brass imps across the chest and you sling it up against the back wall. It takes 4 damage from your attack. You see you crushed some of its carapace, and it takes more further damage when it hits the wall. One of its wings is crushed, and so it falls to the ground, but it still looks very angry.
Nice. All right. And when you say the wall, you mean the wall in the room I opened?
Yes, inside the room, like they came at you. You're standing in the doorway. You opened it. They came at you from that room, and you knocked them across the way towards where you see there is another doorway.
Oh, all right. But I've pinned this one, and the other one went by me.
No, the other one's in front of you. The first one you hit, you knocked across the room.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm like, oh, bloody hell! They're fucking get in here, Harlan. Come in here and kill this thing.
All right, Igor. I figure you come down the ladder by now.
Only after Wendell's guidance to cut his hand and smear it on the wall.
Okay, then you will not take any damage when you go downstairs.
Yeah, Wendell called that out. I don't know if you saw
Mhm.
that, but he did and did the action of smearing his hand. And I was like, okay, master, I did what you said. I was coming, dude.
Yes,
Then
you
Igor's
completed your
gonna lumber.
peasant blood magic.
He's
Congratulations.
gonna lumber down the stairs and get up with Master if he can with movement.
Okay. All right, so you find yourself next to your master. You see Lamont at a doorway being attacked by a little brass flying bat-looking thing.
Master, should we help him?
Yes, we probably should.
You want me to go like bait him or something?
I mean, if yes.
Okay.
Igor's gonna lumber forward without raging. He's just gonna go up to one of the things if he has enough movement to get there and thunk.
You can hit him over the shoulder of Lamont. It's very tight quarters in this part of the.
Okay, he'll pull out his warhammer off his belt that he always carries, and he's gonna.
Okay. Nat 1, you clock Lamont over the back of the head. By the way.
Okay, we'll see what we roll then. Let me see here. Let me pull up.
Just warning you ahead of time.
Hammer. It is a. Okay, I'm just getting up the info for it. Remember, do I have any additions to the roll here? Because I'm using D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Should be your strength plus your proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Strength plus proficiency.
Be under actions.
Or if you look into the tabs on the right hand side where it says attack, you can click attack.
Aha! There
Actions, and it'll show you what you have available to you and your modifiers.
Huh? For some reason, it doesn't show my warhammer. Let me see. If
You
it's
probably
not-
don't have it equipped, but it's your strength plus your +2.
Proficiency.
Actions. Hang on, I think I just fixed it. Ah, warhammer. Okay. There we go.
Should be like +5 or +6.
Yeah, I have
Mhm.
a +5.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, natural 15, so that's a 20 to hit.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, 1d8 plus 3. 1, 3, so 4 damage.
Okay. You swing over Lamont's shoulder and come down on top of this brass imp. You see it kind of crumble underneath and just slam on the floor and just look up and screech at both of you.
Igor's gonna roar back at him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, me too. Me and Igor are both screaming at these things. Not afraid of no robot.
Wendell.
That's right.
I'm just going to just be irritated at the amount of incessant noises that the both of them make, especially together, and I'm just going to Eldritch Blast.
From your spot by the dragon chest board?
I'll go into, what I can see.
Okay. All
what's
right.
going on. I'll shuffle over a bit and then.
Will you go after the one that's at the back wall by the other door, or the one that's on the ground in front of Lamont and Igor?
I think I'll go for the one that's by the door.
Okay. All right. Will you actually miss for once?
Let's see. +5. How about a 19?
Oh, God. 24 to hit. I think that does so by like
Excellent.
9.
Excellent.
Roll your damage.
That's a 10.
Okay, so Lamont and Igor, as you hear Wendell come up and you hear the swish of his dainty
Yes.
handkerchief, you see the far brass imp crumble and lose form and fall into pieces.
How do I just murder everything?
Everything.
Then I'll take a step back, close to the dragon.
Igor is not surprised. He's just like, yep, that's my
I'm a
monster.
very powerful warlock.
The one on the floor in front of Igor and Lamont screeches in anger.
Yes,
Howl.
It'll get your turn. I back away.
Is there room for me to get up there?
You could push through if you wanted to into the other room.
Do they look like they got it covered?
Yes. Your
Okay.
tactical knowledge, you believe that they have it covered.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go. So they went into the room. Is there like a hallway up here? Like up here?
Thing again?
The way it's cut off, it does appear like there might be something.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
No, just a door.
No, that's just the wall. That's
okay.
just wall.
Okay.
But the only other doorway you see that's closed is across the way from where they're fighting.
Okay.
Over their
I'm
shoulder.
just gonna be like, get out of my way. Shove through and go to the other door.
Okay, you walk over to the other door. Like you pass by, it's going to attack of opportunity from the one on the ground. He's going to screech and try and hit you on the foot.
I'm like, fuck off.
He misses. It hits your armor and just scrapes it, scratches it, and screeches at you. You make it to the other door. You see the pile of discombobulated pieces that was the other brass imp, and then there's just this large onyx stone door
Can I open it?
Yes, it is not locked.
Not ominous in the least. Can I? I'll open it. Just open it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
can
I'm
open the door upstairs.
You open the door, and the darkness almost roils out of this room. It seems like it extends into the room you're standing on, and it hums with an unrecognizable energy centered on a floating orb that takes up almost the entire room. It's 5 feet across. The surface of the orb looks like it's oil on water, basically, and it churns from currents that you can't see underneath.
Okay.
There's enough room to step in to get closer to the orb to look at it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Excellent. We're going to pause combat for a second. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Please.
Fuck.
Bye.
Disadvantage, right? No,
No, this is a save.
Save,
It's
okay.
Not a
an
disadvantage.
ability check.
Well, I'm not very wise or smart, so. Ooh, 21! Natural 20.
Oh,
You step into the room.
lucky duck.
It's
Hey, this thing is weird.
It's curious.
Try
as a-
touching it.
I'm gonna look at it first.
Okay. All right. Are you going to investigate it? What are you doing? This orb, this
How is
5
it
foot
strange?
orb is just floating in the darkness of this room. You could see on the periphery of the room that what looks like the outline of the rough-hewn walls, but they're difficult to see. The orb itself is just, it looks like a ball of water with oil across it, and it churns and rotates and pulses with unrecognizable energy.
Please don't touch it.
Do I smell anything?
Give me
With
perception.
My nose.
Advantage with that.
So it'd be a
Hang on.
straight roll, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it would be a straight roll. That's true.
19, not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
Look at you.
No, you don't. You don't smell
Okay.
a thing.
So I don't smell oil, I don't smell water.
No, matter of fact, all the smells that you had from the rooms before, the blood, the guts, the feces from the man you cut across his back when he shat his pants, all those things you don't smell. This is probably the most neutral smelling space you've been in.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to it and I wanna like put my face close to it. I don't wanna touch it,
Okay.
but I wanna see if there's like anything deeper inside this thing.
All right. With that perception check, you look, and it seems like it's unfathomable depths. Like no matter where you look, as you look to the center, it seems like it goes on for almost forever. But there is a hint of something in that depth.
God damn, do I touch it?
I
I don't know.
While you're thinking about that,
Look it with
in the
something if you
room,
don't want to touch it directly.
all this is going on. Everyone else,
Yes.
you saw Howl step into the room, and the moment her foot crossed the threshold, she froze
Mm,
and has not moved
mm.
for the entire time you've been staring at her.
Maybe she's frozen in fear. I should save her.
Now, back in initiative, Harlan, it is your turn.
All right, I will look at this, wondering what she's looking at the room, but we are in the middle of combat here.
Right, you see this. You see this strange orb and darkness beyond Howl, and you see the little construct on the ground.
What is that? All right. I want to grab the construct and throw it into the room.
At the orb.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's going to be. I need athletics. It's going to be opposed athletics. Oh, that's not bad.
19?
Not bad either.
Oh, he rolled a 13. So you grab it. It's trying to get away, but it's broken sort of. So it's having a hard time. It's with its arms, its extended arms and legs, it's much larger. But when you've got it down, the body is not very big. It's a construct. It's not meant to be true to life. So you go to throw it into the room with Howl.
Well, I'm trying to throw it at the orb, but I don't know if I'm going to make it there.
Okay. Well, the orb has 3/4 cover because Howl is directly in front of it.
Okay.
If you'd like to make a dexterity check.
Well, at least if I hit Howl, I'll know if she can react to it.
Okay.
It's true. That's very true.
Yes, this is science, Howl, I say, as I throw it.
For science.
Oh, I do love science. Yes, carry on.
Dexterity.
Science. Dexterity check.
Yep,
You're
just straight check.
blinding me with science.
All right, that's good enough to make it through a doorway. As it crosses the same threshold, it stops in midair.
That is odd.
Fast forward over to Howl. Howl, what are you doing now? You were staring deeply at it. You saw in the depths of this orb a shadow.
I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna reach for it.
Okay, you touched the orb.
Yep.
Okay, as your hand touches the orb, it sort of it passes through the periphery of the orb itself. You don't really touch anything. You feel a coolness, like a lack of anything as your hand passes through. You lose all sound, all sight. All you see is this roiling, oily water and the shadow that now seems to have fixed its gaze on you.
Fuck. Okay.
You feel not so much here the need of this being and an offer unspoken to you. You feel like you know that this powerful being wishes to be released and offers you a measure of power if you work with the others to set him free. Or it free, sorry.
And all you have to do is convert 2 other followers and have them convert 2 followers.
When he said when it says when
It
I get
doesn't-
the
Yeah, there's no words, but it's an emotion and a feeling that's being transmitted to you. There's also, give me an insight check.
Ooh, I'm not very insightful.
You get advantage because you're kind of fused with the orb right now.
So it'd be a straight roll.
No, I'm not. There's no exhaustion on this one.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a 15 anyway.
Oh, hey, 15. Where we go? There is a bit of manic need, almost a lack of conformity to the norms of sanity that you would prescribe to it. But you don't know if this is part and parcel to the being itself, or if it's part of its need to be released. You don't know if it's been trapped here, if it's been lost here, if it's been imprisoned here. You just know it wants free, and it's willing to do almost anything to gain its freedom.
And I don't have any idea of how to release it.
Nope, it doesn't either. But it did say you do feel like it's that maybe this cult is part of the group that's trying to free it. Because you feel like work with the others, and you get a flash of like the golden robed people.
Okay. I gotta think.
Well, that's fine, because time has stopped for you.
Yeah.
And as you say, I gotta think, you feel something hit you in the back, but you're too focused on what's going on now. Back to our friends in the real world. Nothing has moved on the other side through the door that looks almost like a
Do we see
portal
the
now.
little imp?
The imp is floating in the air above and behind Howl.
We all see the orb too, right?
Yes, you see it churning.
Can I mage hand, like, go poker?
I like that. I like that.
Okay, you can certainly try.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what Wendell wants to do. Just the mage hand, like...
More science.
Mhm.
Harlan wants to do more science, too. I want to try to firebolt into them.
The mage hand passes through the portal and stops. You have lost control of it for the moment.
How distressing. I seem to have lost control of my mage hand. Perhaps another cantrip.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to try that. I do want to firebolt.
You are also out of initiative, by the way, since the poor little imp is stuck in the room, the now cluttered room of energy.
We could tie a rope around one of our waists, and then go inside, and then have like count to 5, and then pull us back out.
Igor looks around sheepishly like, no, not me.
First, we put a rope into the room and see if we can get the
we
rope
could
out.
pull it out. Excellent plan. You got a rope?
Igor's
Oh,
gonna
all
go
that
just
broom
back.
you were carrying about. The broom will suffice.
Do you want the broom and the rope, monster?
Just let's start with the broom, and then move on from there.
Okay.
He's gonna get the broom off his back and hand it to Igor or to Master.
Poke the broom inside of the broom.
Okay, the broom slides into the space, but you're trying to hit something, and it seems like there's a disconnect from where you expect it to be and from where, like, you can't touch anything. There's nothing there. It moves freely through the images of the people there.
And then Owl's just like, getting beat with a broom or something.
Just random broom, like whack, whack.
Lamont, what do you think about all this?
Okay, so Igor smashed the thing we were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Come out, sheathe my sword. I see that Howl is transfixed. People start poking, prodding, interacting with
Throwing
this
shit.
whole thing, throwing shit, doing weird shit, facing this orb. I say very quietly under my breath, I'm not going here. And can I? Okay, so you said the access to downstairs is back in the ante room.
In the first room you came in.
I don't want to say where that room is.
I want to slip away from everyone while they're distracted.
You're going to go to the fist's pleasure room yourself.
Yes, I want to be fisted in the pleasure room.
The brass fist really should have thought of a different name for his
All right, so
workshop.
as
That's all
you
I'm
slink
saying.
away, we're going to pause that.
Harlan waves as he leaves.
We'll figure out what. Okay, you're very stealthy.
Yes.
Okay, maybe not.
Sure
We're
is.
both sciencing, and Igor's standing there, and Lamont just.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes,
Okay, I'll go ahead
Mysteries.
and
I love
I do. Perhaps I could hex her.
show you the space that you've revealed as you go down the stairs quietly. It's very easy to do.
I
All
do
right,
have
there
a
you
crossbow
go.
as well.
In Roll20?
Yeah, there's another room there. You
Oh,
come.
cool.
It's a very small room, about 6 foot by 6 foot. Seems more like a foyer, with a door that says on it in very, very rich and flowing script, painted in gold, "No admittance."
Right. And just the one door?
Just well, there's another door off at a weird angle. That looks like it's not as nice. It seems to be kind of worn, and it has a large lock on it.
Okay, don't care. I want to sneak into the no admittance room.
Obviously.
Okay. The door is locked.
I want to pick the lock quietly
Okay. Roll me a lockpick.
with my badass thieves tools. Is that deception or is that dexterity? If I don't,
If you are proficient with lockpicks, it will be your it'd be a D20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency. So it would be 2 plus your dexterity bonus. Not a say. Well, I guess
I don't know if I'm proficient. I need to get into D&D.
that'll be fine. The save is just that's fine. That's your roll plus your dexterity bonus, and then add 2. So you actually rolled a 21. So
Let's go with that.
The door unlocks easily. As you slide your tools in there, you hear a click, and you believe the door is unlocked.
All right. Can I very, very quietly open the door?
Okay. As the door opens, I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, balls.
That's the one I'm good at.
That's because of the perfumes and the incense and the pleasure dome and the knock champa and the patchouli
Okay.
floating in
The
the air.
patchouli, yes.
You feel a need to present yourself
Oh, no.
What?
to the owner of this room. You are
You need to
expected.
present yourself to the brass fist, boy.
You're expected. You are needed. You are wanted. You must
not
present
presented.
yourself in this room. And so as you stand up resolutely, smile your biggest shit-eating smile, and walk blindly into the room.
Oh, shit.
We'll go back.
Well, I do have a
the Howl?
crossbow. Perhaps if we shot in there with a bolt, not aimed at Howl, of course, but just
Okay.
Inside.
Are you guys gonna throw more shit in there now?
yeah, a crossbow bolt.
Oh, you okay? Aimed where?
Not at Howl, maybe like the ceiling or the
Okay.
floor. You know, I don't want to hit her, but I do want to
Alright.
see if it freezes as soon as it goes inside as well, because the broom disconnected, and we
Fi-
don't. And it's not a living like animated thing.
Igor wants his broom back.
I give you the broom back. You go with the
Okay.
crossbow.
Make your crossbow attack.
At what speed does a firebolt move?
That's an excellent question. Probably fairly quickly, but I did get a natural 20 on my crossbow.
Oh shoot! Okay.
So,
The bolt
Please.
goes exactly
yes.
where you aimed it. Precisely. where you
Precisely.
aimed it. And once the entire bolt crosses the threshold, it stops.
Fascinating.
Master, maybe shooting it's not a good idea.
Well,
This is how science done.
yes. You just throw things at it until something sticks.
Harlan,
Should I do that for other things too,
No,
Master?
no, you're not proficient in science, Igor.
Oh, okay.
Harlan, are you going to do anything?
Yes, I want to attempt a firebolt.
Okay.
We're,
alright,
we're also
roll
able
your
to pull
firebolt.
the rope back in. So perhaps if one of us did go attached, the other one couldn't. Although there was a disconnect, we should throw something in on a rope and see if we can pull it back in.
Igor starts sweating a little bit, like,
Okay.
All right, 17.
Yes.
The bolt, are you just firing at the ceiling or at the orb or?
Ooh, fire it at my bolt, and we'll see if they connect across.
They could ruin the experiment.
Maybe we'll fire a bolt first, and then see how that one behaves, and then a second one at the arrow to see if they interact.
Yes.
Yes.
Like a control. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Here we go.
Igor's studying you guys into studying in.
A controlled
So
test
where did you
environment.
aim your firebolt, Harlan?
I aimed it just kind of off to the side.
Okay. As soon as the bolt of fire crosses the threshold completely, it stops.
Okay. I want to pay really close attention to it.
See if the
Okay, you
flames
see
lick.
that it is no longer roiling. Like the moment it completely crossed, the undulations of the fire froze.
They
It's
did.
the first time you've ever seen fire like this.
They're
It's
not
actually
even
quite
slow-mo, it's just frozen.
completely frozen.
I'm
Well-
fascinated.
Master, I think the fire is broken.
Alright, I'm going to attempt something.
No, not at the moment. Pause that thought. Howl.
Get to get Derek.
Okay.
An
so
eternity has passed.
Pretty much crazy.
I've had a long time to think.
You have.
So
You've been here for you don't know how long you've been here. Everything else about your life has melted away. Only thing that matters is the offer presented to you now and the being which is making it.
okay. So I'm going to ask it if what the others have done to try and release it. If it knows.
You feel frustration.
Okay.
So they've tried angst.
So whatever they've tried didn't work.
Yeah. So I have my hand in this orb.
Yes. You are fused with it now. Your perception is only the orb and its contents.
Okay. I'm gonna step all the way into it.
Okay.
As much as I can.
Okay. You fully enter the orb. It seems very easy because next to the orb now in this place, it seems massive. It is all that you can see, all that you can hear, all you can feel. You enter into the orb and find yourself in the emptiness and blackness of nothing. You are a being of existence only.
Sounds pleasant.
But you find another point of existence near you, but separated. You feel the frustration, the madness rolling off of it. It is trapped. It cannot escape. And it is lashing out in order to try and find its way free.
Okay.
Roll me an intellect save.
Oh god, I'm not smart. At all. 6.
The waves of madness coming from this being, the anger, the frustration, the sorrow, the cornucopia of emotions overwhelms your mind. You are having a hard time focusing at this point. You feel like you're losing yourself.
I'm gonna shift.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of go a little more animalistic.
Mm-hmm.
It probably doesn't work this way, but like, what are my instincts telling me?
Leave now. Escape. Do not
Okay.
stay here.
Okay. Because of the creature or because of the nothingness?
You don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
You don't feel hostility coming from the other form.
It's kind of like a panic kind of thing.
Sorrow, frustration, anger, madness.
And I don't see it, right? It's just total
No.
blackness.
No, you
But I can
feel it.
feel it.
You feel it.
Do I feel like it's close? Do I feel like...
You feel like if you reached your hand out, you could touch it, but that if you tried, it would be forever out of your reach.
Okay.
Distance is hard to tell. It doesn't work in this place.
I'm going to take out my sword.
You reach for your sword and there is nothing there.
Not there.
Or you have no body in this place.
Oh, that's right. Okay. God damn.
That's difficult.
And I don't have any memories of anything else right now.
Right now, it's just the question and the answer.
Okay.
And
Your instincts are still there. They're telling you to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You feel trapped. And animals do not like being trapped.
No, they don't. And it's just a feeling. It's not like it's in my head or something. I have no idea what to do.
Okay. We're going to step back out. We'll let you think about it for a moment. Igor, Wendell,
Yes.
Harlan.
Well, we're not.
What else have you thrown in the
We don't want
room
to
now?
stick a limb inside. I have an idea. I haven't attempted it yet, really, but I'm going to try to make a collect call and see if I can get some kind of reading on
Okay.
this orb.
Okay. All right.
Bring,
Give me
hello, patron.
give me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save, yes, my strong suit. Oh, I am proficient in this. This is why I made the warlocks do wisdom saves. That's right, I remember now. All right. I got +3. That's an 18.
18. Okay. How do you contact your patron?
Well, I get a certain feeling when he gets into my brain,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm going to try to emulate that feeling and connection. So I'm going to think on this a moment. And he's kind of just going to withdraw for a moment, and I think his eyes, which are already kind of that weirdly yellowish green kind of color, that greenish yellow, are going to maybe slightly glow a smidge as he's trying to make that connection to bridge that.
All right, you feel like you reach out, and sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Early on, you were asking a lot of questions.
I was asking so many questions. I really felt
And-
like I was been put on hold a couple of times, but I haven't
And-
made a collect call in a while.
You
So.
hear after a moment, "Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to hear from you. Do we have a signatory yet? Do we have
I have
a convert?
several promising, one especially promising. He already does magic. I think that you'll be quite intrigued, especially with the type of magic that he does. But I've discovered an interesting artifact or relic or oddity that you might be amused in, and he's making sure he's facing the orb so that...
It's like, oh, let me take. You hear the line go very quiet.
I kind of like, it's like when you're sitting there, you're like, I don't want to say hello, but like, you're like... I haven't heard the click yet, though, so I'm like, I'm just gonna let them.
If you'd like to make a call, please say
Master Hassenpfeffer,
Yes.
do not take another step near that orb.
Understood.
If you do, your service to me will be ended.
Understood, and that would be a terrible, tragic thing. So thank you.
I would suggest you leave the premises wherever it is you are at this point. That is not something you can go near and still be associated with me.
Thank you for your consultation. We were attempting to perform a science, but I thought it would be wise to contact you before.
I would expect a report
Yes.
once your friends, if they survive.
Of course, I will let you know how this all goes. I'll fill it up duplicate.
Mark my words,
Not another step.
not another step.
Yes.
I will be keeping an eye on you,
Of course.
much closer than normal.
Obviously, yes.
Keep the line open, and you feel it recede.
But like, haven't felt that click yet, so it's like,
Nope.
oh, okay.
He's listening in on the call now.
I think Wendell is going to immediately take like several steps of just back it up. I think I read something in a book once that this is a horrible, deadly artifact and we should not be anywhere near it at all whatsoever. How about that pleasure room?
We can't just leave Howler there.
Well, it's a very dangerous, potentially deadly prospect, I believe. So, I'm going to just stand back here. Igor, in the hallway, right now.
Okay, Master. And Igor goes with him. Yes.
Harlan, what are you doing now?
And Howl, and you see Wendell's, he doesn't just show a whole lot of emotion, but his mustaches has a slight quiver to it, like, whoa, this gets me.
Okay. Let's see. Well, yeah. I'm not gonna just leave her there.
Okay.
So, I'm going to pull out a rope, tie it around my waist,
No,
Okay.
Don't do it.
and I'll like pitting it into the wall.
Okay.
So you can, like, come back on the rope. Harlan, I knew you well. Don't touch anything in there. Or if you do, don't agree to anything.
I will return in time.
And you step inside.
And then I step inside.
Cue the final countdown theme song. It's the final.
Now, Igor, you see Harlan step in and almost fuse with Howl.
Oh, that's disconcerting. Yep. Well,
Is that normal?
no, Igor, that is highly abnormal, and we're just going to stand here and observe until we hear Lamont crying like a little girl, or screaming like an insane man, which is pretty typical, or if either of those two move or come back outside.
Harlan, you step into an empty room. It's just the darkness, the orb, and you.
Oh, no.
Roll me a wisdom save.
I gotta say, Frank, that sounds like a book. The darkness, orb, and you.
Yeah.
Self-help for the warlock.
The orb calls to you. Its oily, roiling surface beckons. You feel wanted. You feel needed. You have to touch the orb, and you touch it.
Damn!
You failed your save.
Hold on. Okay, first off, are there people behind me?
You can't look. You failed your save. All you can do is focus on the orb.
Well, I mean, I'm going to try to do this.
Okay.
I don't know how many people are there, but I don't even know if anybody's there. I might be alone. I don't know.
Well, in your knowledge, you believe that there are 3 people near you.
All right.
So that would give you a +3 to your save.
All right.
For an 18.
Mm-hmm.
You grab the orb.
Okay. My time orb.
You grab the orb and you just fuse with it. You don't even take your time. You don't have the willpower to stop yourself from learning what is of this orb.
Okay.
You fuse with it and find yourself floating in blackness, emptiness. You feel the same things that Howl felt. The anger, the madness, the need, the promise that if you can release this being, that you will be given power beyond your wildest dreams. And you are driven to assist it. You want to make this pact.
Yes. But the only true way to be free is to free yourself. Okay, so wait, it wants me to make a pact?
It wants you to make a pact.
And I'm like...
You're driven to...
I'm compelled to do so.
You're compelled to give it credence.
Uh-huh.
You are not compelled to agree. It's not words. These are feelings, emotions, needs. And as you ponder that, back over to Howl. Howl, you've been pondering for some time. You're still alone in the gray nothingness. You feel this other being near you. Its madness is infecting you. You think if you stay here much longer, you might just never leave.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna be like, all right, so I'm gonna help you get out.
Oh, no.
But I need to get myself out first. So
Okay. Do you think of leaving?
Yeah.
You find yourself standing before the orb.
The fuck?
You're no longer touching it.
Do I still see the thing inside?
The shadow of it, deep in the depths of the churning orb.
And if I touch it again, I just get the same.
You're gonna touch it again?
You touch it again and you find a surface.
Oh.
It's not oily, but it's cool. It looks oily still, and you see your hand ripples across the edge. You feel the energy of the orb, the needs, the wants, the madness, but you don't fuse with it again.
Can I move it?
No.
Okay.
She turns
Not
around.
even
Is
if I
there a
tried
crossbow
it.
bolt and 2 fire bolts just chilling there?
You can certainly try.
I'm not gonna try.
Okay.
So what do I see in the room around me now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's
Okay.
just you standing in the room. You look over your shoulder. You see Wendell and Igor standing away, looking very apprehensive from the other room.
I don't see anybody else.
Nope.
Okay, so my first assumption is that they either left me
I would definitely.
or they followed me. Fuck. I'm gonna wait here.
Okay, you're gonna wait in the room.
Yes, with my hand
Okay.
on the orb. Trying to see if I see anything other than that shadowy figure.
All right. We'll get to Lamont in just a second because that's where we're going to end. Let's check in one more time with Harlan. You're in the blackness. You feel the need, the want.
Do I have a feeling what it wants to do with its freedom?
Give me a straight intellect check.
All right.
These feelings,
All right.
this notion.
All right. You know what? How about a 17 instead of that?
Okay, you're going to use. Okay, all right. Finally, we get to use it for something.
Yeah.
All right, so
Divination
that's
wisdom?
17 plus your plus 3, so it's a 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're here and this need to help is infecting you, your mind is still very analytical. It's very logical. You're piecing things together. You've felt this. You felt this same essence before, possibly.
It's not the shroud, is it?
It may be what's behind the shroud. It's the feeling that you got from the version of you that was chanting.
Oh.
There's something. It's an underlying thing you haven't faced yet, but you recognize it. And you want to help it. You're
Right.
driven to help it
Yes. Yes, because I know I need to.
because you want to. Everything in your body says you must help it. It needs your help. You're a helpful person. You must help this.
I am a helpful person.
Yes. Yes, you are.
the mind goes, wait a minute.
I am a helpful
Yes,
person.
your analytical mind is going, wait, I hate people. I don't know why I'm
I
saying
hate
this.
helping.
But the essence of your body is saying, I am helpful. I will help.
Fine, I will take you from here.
You're Smeagol from Lord of the Rings, and you just found the precious.
Yeah.
Take you from here.
So you agree to help for transfer of power.
Oh, I get power out of this? That's great.
It's offering you power for service.
Yes.
All right, you agree, and immediately you're standing in front of the orb.
Mhm.
Howl is beside you. Harlan
Oh.
appears out of nowhere.
Hey, Harlan.
What up?
The compulsion to help has passed, but your agreement still stands. You feel a weight on your soul.
I feel heavy.
Okay. Were you in there too?
Yes.
Yeah. I had to
Wendell's
get out.
words of don't agree to anything while you're in there. Just
What happened?
I agreed to help this entity.
Oh. Why?
I am a helpful person.
You say that, and you feel the need to say that disappear and drain from you. You could tell you were charmed into helping.
I was compelled to do this.
Oh, is that what I was doing? I thought it was just like super needy.
So, okay.
You want to
Leave now?
get out of here? Yeah. Howl starts backing up to the.
Throw the orb back in.
Okay, how you pass the threshold, and now you see the back of Harlan not moving, and all this crap just hanging in the air. There's a bolt. There's a fireball. There's a mechanical imp construct thing,
mm-hmm.
and Harlan just sitting there not moving.
That's
Wendell-
weird.
Igor, you see Howl back out.
Oh, hi, Howl. Were you frozen in there too?
You were in there an awfully long time, unmoving and frozen. We were concerned for your well-being and safety.
I was frozen?
I gestured all the shit stuck midair.
You were stuck just like that fireball.
And Harlan is now frozen too. Did you
Harlan,
see
you
Harlan
backing
in
out
there?
too?
If I can, yeah.
Okay, you back out. As soon as Harlan crosses the threshold, you see him appear beside Howl, and then everything in the room slams into the back wall. Clatters to the ground. The fireball bounces off the back wall in a blaze of fire. The bolt bounces off a couple walls. The mechanical construct actually hits the ground, and
Can
the
it
bolt.
bounce off a couple of walls and then hit the orb because it was nat 20?
Yes, and it bounces off the orb.
Yeah,
Igor
that's fine.
ducks and covers. It's angry! My son's angry!
But yes, it's a horrible, evil, bad thing in there. Yes.
And as you guys all look at the ramifications of your actions, Harlan thinking about his promises made, Howl thinking the promises she might make, we'll go down to Lamont in the Brass Fist Palace of Pleasure.
Where he must present himself.
I am not presenting.
He's gonna present.
You failed the save
You feel compelled to present yourself to
on
the Brass
on
Fist.
the on
It's
on the
pleasure.
check there. You have now been charmed, unless you have any resistance to charm. I don't believe that you do.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
And you are compelled to present yourself.
Wendy, you're laughing too hard, hon.
The 70s porn music kicks in. Wow, wow, wow.
As you walk
The
into
pizza
the room.
delivery?
Yes, so
What?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt the DM. Go ahead, Frank.
You guys all right? You need a moment?
We're good. We got porn jokes
he
to.
must
you know.
present himself to the Brass Fist in his Palace of Pleasures.
Yes.
We just got a raid, so in case they didn't know, that's what's happening right now.
Lamont, the
He's
look of this room
charmed.
is strange after skulking through each of the previous chambers. Here, the walls are covered in colorful tapestries that show scenes of verdant fields and bloody battle aftermaths, and the furniture bears a striking resemblance to the fair of the inn above. On the far wall is a sturdy workbench covered in metal constructs and brass fittings currently under construction by a small figure standing on a bench-wide step stool. He turns and looks at you as you present yourself in the center of the room. Standing nearly 3 feet tall, with the aid of quite stylish gold-inlaid heeled boots, is a gnome wizard of some sort. You can assume that he is a wizard due to two main facts. First, he has a most prodigious and haughtily pointed hat covered in what could be the affectations of arcane sigildry, or, on the other hand, maybe the artistic stylings of a blind ogre. The second is the fact that he refuses to be separated from his book, which looks to be made of sheets of metal held together by 3 golden rings and open to the beginnings of a new spell inscription, or possibly a new form of wild-mount pornography. It's really hard to tell. He looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello there! Who are you and why are you coming into my pleasure room?" And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Oh,
Can this wizard be called like Kinky Boots or something like that?
He is Calabar Boondiggle.
This is
The
Mr.
brass
Boondoggle.
fist.
Oh, he's the brass fist, huh?
He is the fist.
you're supposed to be at the end of my sword. I'm not supposed to be at the end of his fist.
Well, you failed your charm, and now you must present yourself
You are
in
presenting
his
yourself
pleasure room.
because you checked for the lock to lock it, but you didn't check for arcane.
Yeah, magical traps
Damn
and
it.
nonsense.
Damn it!
So that was great. I did not. I should have known because, damn it, I always do this. I did not expect the orb to take up so much time for everyone.
Well,
but this is
well,
going
he
to be
did
fun.
spend a good bit of time in that first room of the
That
dungeon.
that first chamber was very important.
It was so important.
Very important.
Igor has all the cleaning supplies.
Yes.
How do you expect us to react to that orb?
I didn't expect Howl to be the first one to go in there, though.
Okay, well,
Makes me
yeah.
really
Well, why
glad I didn't
not?
go in there.
Middle of combat. Okay, well, this was great.
We sent
Let's
Howl
go
or
around.
Igor to touch all of the potentially dangerous things first.
It's true. We're like a walking bomb disposal.
Howl has an intelligence of 8 and a wisdom of 10. Like,
Okay, that's
Igor's
an
right behind you on that one. So
that is an excellent point.
Intelligence
Okay.
of 10, wisdom of 12. Or 11 intelligence.
All right, so we're gonna go around. We're gonna start. Tell us who you are and what your favorite part of the night was. Lamont Quinlan.
I don't even know where to start with this one. Lindy laughing at me presenting in the pleasure room of the Brass Fist has made my evening. This is bonkers, and I love it, and I really am kind of like as pissed as Lamont should be, but he's been charmed, so it's not good. And so, yeah, that was my favorite part, was Lindy's quiet tittering as we moved through the last 20 minutes or so of this. So, yeah, I'm at Travis Bowles. I produce WebDM. I'm going to play D&D here again tomorrow night. This week on WebDM, we're going to be talking about the economics of D&D. So that sounds like an exciting roller coaster thrill ride through the hobby. So thank you so much for rolling with the homies. Thank you so much for having me. Mwah! That's it.
All right, that's great. Yeah, I didn't know if anyone was going to get caught by that, but I was excited it was Lamont. If anyone, I am so happy it was Lamont presenting himself in the pleasure room into the Brass Fist.
Did you think of these names before you stuck them all together?
I didn't put them all together. It's my fault. I will
Frank,
learn.
did you write this?
I wrote a lot of it, yes.
It's not like a campaign, like a module or anything.
There are parts that I took, but it's all most of this is all coming from my brain right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh my. I love
Yeah,
it.
so speaking of strange brains, Howl.
hi. I'm at Nuggetosaurus on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Here, Monday nights, I play Howl, the shifter fighter who apparently likes to touch stuff. And then on Tuesday nights, I am also here again, and I play Ambara Vanastra, the Divine Soul Sorceress, who is stuck in the desert and about to fight something, right? No, we're on a camel tour. What are we doing?
You're on a camel tour, and you saw a ghost lady, a really regal-looking ghost
And she
lady. all
looked
fancy,
at me,
and
that's
you're like,
right.
maybe that's Onctopot's wife, and then she went,
Yeah.
and looked right at you, and
That's what happened. I remember it was something creepy. But yeah, so, and then I'm on my channel Wednesday through Sunday, playing variety games. I think my favorite part, first of all, was just walking through battle. Oh, they got this. I'm gonna go check out this other door kind of thing. But then, like, the whole scene with the orb and the way you described it, Frank, and like the feel. Oh, it was amazing. I loved it. That was spot on. Perfect DMing. I love it. It's good stuff.
Thanks. I'm glad you liked that part. That was that was something I kind of a key point. It was really a Harlan trap.
Yeah, well, I could tell that.
Yeah, it was a Harlan trap, but I like that Hal got in there too. I'll talk to both of you about some options you have going forward. All right, so after that, we will move over to let's talk to Harlan now. Hi, Harlan Flipcloak.
Yes, D20 coup de grace. I play Harlan Flipcloak, of course, and then I play Magnus Deep Chef tomorrow. And I'm also playing a whole lot of crazy modded Fallout throughout the week. So, if you're interested in that, come give me a follow. Favorite part? I just think that I thought it was funny that I think almost every one of us tried to, like, get moving out of the room going, and then we just kept RPing in the first room. I thought that was great.
I agree. I thought you really were going to try and make it 2 hours in one room.
It was tempting.
It would not have surprised me after some of the adventures we've done in the past, but, hey. At least we left after a while. But then Lamont showed why you shouldn't go alone.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of going alone, being a singular intellect, let's check in with Igor.
Oh, yes, so always the whole start queue. Igor, Shiny Pilot 206 on Twitch's Twitters. Find me here Monday and tomorrow for our game as well with these 5 people.
And yeah, I was playing Igor, had a good time with it. There was a lot of moments that made me laugh tonight. The description of the poor man's gas trap, and they're like, "Yeah, it takes like an hour, to kick in effects."
Like 1 point of damage an hour.
Yeah, that struck me as just hilarious. And I agree absolutely with Howl, though, or about your descriptions for the orb and how everything was going along tonight. The descriptions they're primo. They were spot on. So it'd probably be a toss-up of just all the silly moments followed by the descriptions. It paints for a fun world. So it was a good time.
Awesome. Well, before I toss it over to our final player and the owner of this channel, I'll go ahead and check out myself. I'm the Dungeon Master at Deception Check on Twitch and Twitter. I don't really stream other than here on Laugh Love Lindy's channel, but I do some stuff on Twitter occasionally, and I also play on Tuesday nights here as Merrick Tenpenny, the not pirate, whatever he might be at that particular time. And yeah, my part tonight, I loved the confusion on Nuggetosaurus's face as she tried to decide what the hell to do in the situation. It was one of those no-win situations, and I just thought it was fun. And I think you guys had a good time. I had a good time running the game for you guys, so I can't really pick any other parts. So I'll just pass it on over to Laugh Love Lindy, our Wendell, Eustace, Abernathy, Lucius, Throckwaddle, Hassenpfeffer the Fourth, and the Haversham Hassenpfeffers.
Yep, you need 2 breaths to say my full name in
Yes.
this character. But I think before I make some fun announcements, some super fun announcements, my favorite parts, I had 2. I really liked Wendell and Harlan trying to science. I was incredibly amused by that. Especially because Wendell literally only has an 11 intelligence, but he fancies himself a very smart individual, and he is well read. Just, the retention and the application of that's a whole different story. And then the fact that you just did not think about presenting oneself to the brass fist in the pleasure room, just that string of names just tickled me. Frank, not gonna lie, tickled me on a deep, incredibly amused level. But yeah, this is my channel, Laugh Love Lindy. You can find us here every Monday for more insane shenanigans and attempts at science. Here every week on Mondays. Tomorrow night, yeah, big, kind of getting near the end of Touch of Death. I know the name of the Ravenloft module we're playing. And everyone just leveled up to level 5, so they're about to get more powerful in combat. It's gonna be super fun, fighting mummies and stuff. It'll be good. Also, this week, we have some extra fun stuff. So we will have video game night back this week. We will also have on Friday night Aliens, DM'd by our very own Travis Bowles. We're gonna be playing some Aliens. I'm gonna be the worst medic ever. So you should definitely come check it out. Yes, we're very excited. We love doing things at the last minute, so there'll be a formal announcement soon on the Twitters and everything. But this is you guys here. You guys found out first. And also, Saturday morning cartoons. It's June's issue of Teenagers from Outer Space, Summer Camp Edition. So, super fun stuff. We've got stuff almost every night of the week this week, which is really exciting. I'm pumped, I'm excited, I'm stoked. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out. Thank you guys so much for the raids that came in. We're gonna, pay the love forward. We're gonna say hi to Scraticus because I think he's still streaming. But you all are just lovely people in chat, lovely people to play with here, and I appreciate you all. And we will see you next week for more shenanigans.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.